Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee and today we've got a big baking day for the market stand. I'm doing banana bread. I'm going to do half of it because I'm doubling my recipe. So I'm going to do half of it with nuts and half of it plain. So let's get busy. I've got all my bananas here. I picked these up from my local butcher today. They're, nice and ripe. And I've got the Big Daddy bowl. So what we're going to do is I'm going to peel these. My recipe calls for 12 overripe bananas. Okay? Actually, I'm going to put these in a bowl. I'm just going to mash them in my Big Daddy bowl because, yeah, they're ripe. We'll get all these in here. It'll be good. Oh, I've been so busy this week. My market stand's doing fantastic, by the way. I've sold out of all my bread. I got to make more bread. I'm going to do that off camera, though, because it's my Amish white bread, and I've done so many videos with that Amish white bread and my Amish wheat bread. But I don't think I've done a video with my banana bread. And when I make it, I usually make anywhere from 4 to 8 loaves at a time. This time I've only got enough to do 4 loaves. So that's what we'll be doing today. Look at this. Oh man, this will mash so easy. These are so ripe. Very ripe. Alright, I'll get these mashed up and then I'll be back and I'll show you the rest of this recipe. Okay, I got all these bananas in here and I'm going to mash them up with my little pastry blender. And you can use a fork, anything you want. Potato masher. I'm just using my pastry blender because it mashes them really good. This is going to be wonderful. Those bananas smell so good. Ripe bananas smell wonderful. Okay. We've got that. Now I've got to do eggs. And I should have took my eggs out first. We're going to crack 8 eggs. And I'm going to put them right in here, the shells. So I'm giving all that to my chickens. These are enormous eggs. Eggs are coming down, friends. I seen them at my local butcher this morning for $1 a dozen. So that's good. And the farm fresh eggs are still up at $5 a dozen, but I still only sell mine for $3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, that's good. Okay. I love my big bowl, especially when I'm baking for my market stand. It's perfect because when I bake breads for my market stand, I don't just do 1 or 2 loaves. I usually do anywhere 4 to 8 loaves, and it works good that way. All right, so to this, I'm going to need, let's see, okay, to this, I'm going to need 2 cups of oil. I'm looking at my recipe because I doubled it. I got to make sure. Oh, that's a little too much there. Perfect. 2 cups of oil. That's a lot of oil. This is going to be some moist bread, though. It's wonderful. This recipe, I sell this bread like crazy. Or this recipe, anyway. So those of you who have a market stand, this is a perfect recipe for you. All right, and then I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla. Now, I'm going to start mixing this all up. You can use a hand mixer if you want. If you're only going to do one single batch of this, a single batch will make 2 loaves, obviously. So you can even cut that down, reduce that recipe to make 1 loaf. But it does freeze well, I'll tell you that. Because sometimes if this doesn't sell within the first couple days, I'll just put it in the freezer, you know, or the refrigerator. But it does last in the freezer, and people buy stuff out of my freezer out there all the time. Alright, I want to mix that up really good before I add anything else to it. This is the easiest recipe ever, I'm telling you. Okay. That's going to fall in there. Get off there. Okay. I'm going to set that aside because I'll need that again. And to this, we're going to add three and a half cups of sugar. And it is not diet friendly. There we go. 3 and a half cups of sugar going in there. Let me move this so I have more room. We have been so busy, friends. Oh my goodness, I have shoveled dirt till the cows come home, filling in the boxes. We only got 1 and maybe a half done, but let me tell you what, I think I've lost 10 pounds in the last few days shoveling and working outside, and I'll show you. We'll go on a walk around out there. Before, you know, the end of a couple of days, I'll get you outside and I'll show you what all we've done. It's amazing. Okay, let's get back to this. We're supposed to be cooking today. I leave the outside to my husband. He's out there mowing grass now. So we're going to need 1 teaspoon of salt. Put that right in there. I'm going to add everything else right to this right now. And we're going to do 2 teaspoons of baking soda. I gotta mash it up. I don't want the chunks in there. Alright, 2 teaspoons of baking soda. So we've got the bananas, we've got the sugar, the oil, the eggs, the salt, the baking soda. Our last is the flour, and we're going to use 5 cups. And just level it off. There's 5 cups. Okay, here we go. I need one of those Big Daddy. I do have one. I've got a huge whisk, but I always use it for my laundry soap, so I don't use it for anything else. You could put raisins in here, chocolate chips, walnuts, pecans, anything you want. This is for my market stand, and not everybody likes all that. So all I do is I use half of it, I'll do, because this is going to make 4 loaves. So 2 of the loaves I'll do plain, just plain banana bread. And the other 2 I'll fold in some nuts before I put them in the pans. You can make muffins out of this. Wonderful. This is beautiful stuff. And you know what, friends? I know this recipe doesn't call for that, but I am going to put a little cinnamon in here. I'm not going to do a whole lot of cinnamon. Ooh, probably equivalent to about a teaspoon. Maybe a little more. About a teaspoon and a half. It just gives it a lovely, extra lovely flavor. Okay. I'm going to mix that in. Beautiful. Alright. That is set to go. The other one that I sell and make a lot of is zucchini bread. When my zucchinis start coming on, I'll always miss one and they get just enormous, Or I'll let one purposely get big for the zucchini bread. Alright, we're going to get our pans ready. Get our oven preheated. Your oven needs to be preheated to 350. Okay, so now I got my pan sprayed. I'm just going to start dumping this right in my pans. Okay, now the other 2 are going to be for nuts. Hello.
Hello, friends.
Doesn't that smell nice, that banana bread?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'll put about 2 cups and a handful is a cup of the world around. I like that. We're going to mix these all in here. Are you waiting for something? No, she said 6 o'clock. Between 5 and 6. She's got to do some stuff. Okay? Alright. We're going to dump these in here. Want to hold my pan up? No, not my pan, this. But yeah, stand back a little ways on this side, maybe. Alright. Upward and onward. That's good. I might have enough in here for another batch. Okay. Maybe that a little bit. There we go. Put that down. Okay, these are ready. Now these, look at my big mess. These are going to go in the oven when it's preheated, which I did preheat. Bake 350 start. They're going to go in the oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. So when these are done, I'll bring you back and I'll show you how wonderful they turn out. And maybe Mr. Wayna will taste it for us, huh? We'll keep one aside for you. Okay. Okay, friends. My banana bread is within about 5 minutes of being done. And I am making my big batch brownies. I've got enough for 4 loaves of white bread and 4 loaves of cinnamon pull-apart bread over there. And hopefully I'm gonna have enough time to get my chicken fried up too. So this is my big batch brownies. I've done videos on this many times, but these are a good seller there. I made them, oh gosh, 3 days ago, and they're all gone already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6. I need 14 eggs. Okay, I got them all. Ah, that's a lot of eggs. And I give my eggshells right back to my chickens. And it works beautiful. Make a paper towel. Alright, now with this, I'm doubling this, so I need 8 cups of sugar. What you got going on there? Oh, I got bread.
Hello, friends.
Okay. 1. That's an awful lot of sugar. There. Good. All right. I'm going to whip those two together, and then I'll add the rest of it. Now I've got 4 cups of cocoa powder going in here, and I'm running it through the sifter so there's no chunks in it. That way nobody will bite into a bitter piece of brownie. All right. Okay, that's good. We're gonna mix that up. I got my mixer over here, so I'm gonna mix this in.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Before sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I,
So I'm going to put that right in the middle there. And get that, oops, wrong one. And get that melting. And we'll add some more of our goodies to this. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of vanilla to this. I want to keep this upright. Four teaspoons of salt. Seems like a lot of salt. If you use salted butter, you won't want to do that. So, I'm also going to do, while I'm here, 3 cups of flour. 6 cups of flour, because I'm doubling it. Okay, now that I'm done with this flour, I can dump my 1 cup of milk in here. Okay, now we're going to dump all this butter in here. Whew, that's like a ton. And I spilled it right down the edge. I'm going to let that mix up. And I'll get my pans ready while that's mixing. Alright, we are ready to pour this into our pans. This is beautiful. And there's no grandbabies here to get the beater or the bowl. So we're going to scrape as much out as we can. Don't waste any of this. Alright, all the way to the edges with it. Okay. Now with that, I'm also going to do one. This is going to be my plain. This one's going to be my peanut butter swirl. Let me mix my peanut butter up. I just put peanut butter all around in it and then swirl it all up. Okay. All I do. It makes a pretty design. So that's the peanut butter one and the plain one. I'm only baking one of these at a time because I need them to be in the middle of my oven. So when that's done in about 25 minutes, I'll show you how it turns out. These turned out beautiful, friends. I just want to break it loose from the side of the pan in case it's sticking. Beautiful. Look at those. Those are gorgeous. And when those cool a little more, we'll cut into one of them and we'll see how well it tastes. Okay, friends, I'm going to put this dough together for my cinnamon pull-apart bread. And a lot of times I will take this and, you know, cut it all up in little chunks and put it in a bowl and just absolutely smother it with cinnamon and brown sugar and butter combination. And then there's the quick, fast, and in a hurry way. And that's the way I'm doing it today. So I'll show you that. And it's really easy. It's not as messy as the other way. But the way I do it, it just ensures that every piece will get coated in that luscious, you know, cinnamon, butter, and sugar mix. Okay, I'm going to weigh these because I want all these to be the same weight. So I'm just going to weigh this half at a time. Well, okay, that's going to be good. Beautiful. All right, so let me shut this off and put this away. Okay, so this is really easy. First, I'm just going to roll this out. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is going to make 2 loaves, by the way. And it rolls out very easy. Okay. Okay. I swear I'm going in circles today. Okay, so we're gonna pour a little bit of this on here. I almost thought maybe it was too hot, but it's not. I'm making it just like I would cinnamon rolls, and then I cut it. And just put it right in my pan. Okay? So, with that, I am just going to sprinkle my cinnamon right on here. Okay, set that aside for right now. I got stuff everywhere. My brownies are all done. They're sitting on the stove behind me. So with this, I'm just going to sprinkle the brown sugar right on here. I need just a little bit more. Now you can do nuts in here and raisins, anything like that. I'm not going to do that because it is for the market stand and I can't, you know, I don't want somebody to get a hold of it that might be allergic to nuts, you know. So I'm just not going to do that with my cinnamon pull apart bread. I don't normally, so I'm not going to start now. If somebody orders it and requests it, well then that's a different story. So I just roll this up just like cinnamon rolls. And you could cut these just like cinnamon rolls and they'd be beautiful. But I am just going to do this and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay. Alright. I go this way. I cut in like diamond shapes. Then I come back through and I cut this way in diamond shapes. Okay, and then I'm going to take part of this . It's going to go right in my greased bread pan. Okay? That's one. And that's two. Beautiful. Throw that in there. It'll rise up. It'll be gorgeous. That's how easy that is to do. We'll do this one. Okay? And then I got 4 beautiful loaves for my market stand. Easy peasy. So if those of you want to do a market stand or sell baked goods, this makes a beautiful pull apart bread. I'm not kidding at all. And it's a hot seller in my stand. Okay. All right. Let's just spread this all around. I'm going to get all the way to the edges. I want everything covered. Okay, the rest will be saved for my bread when it comes out of the oven. And this. I'll put a little in this too. This makes such a nice bread, I'm telling you. You don't even have to cut it either. You could do, you know, cinnamon swirl bread with it. Same recipe. And it would work nicely. Or you could turn it into cinnamon rolls. And it freezes beautifully. If you make cinnamon rolls out of this, it freezes beautifully. You can cut them and just put them on your pan to freeze them, flash freeze them. You can take out as many or as little as you want. You could freeze this before you even bake it. Either way, it works very nicely. Okay, I'm gonna put this little bit of schmutz on there. Sugar. All right, we're gonna roll this up. Okay. Perfect. All right, here we go. Perfect. Right there, about half. Put it right there in your pan. Beautiful. Turns out nice. See how that does? Beautiful. That little piece in there. All right, these can rise up. Cover them up. And I'm going to clean up my big mess. The bread is already rising. It's already in the pans. That's got to rise. So when these are done, those you will bake in your oven 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Same with the white bread. Same thing. So my brownies are done. My, what is it? We did the first place. Banana bread and banana nut bread. That's done. Those are ready to bake. So when those are all done baking, I'll bring you back and we'll go out and check out the market stand. You ready to try this?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I will try it.
You better tell them hi. They haven't seen you in forever.
Hi, folks.
They haven't seen you in a while. They keep asking how you doing. You want the schnitzel, don't
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Good.
The fat end's all good.
Hang on, we'll put some butter on it.
No, I don't want butter on mine.
You don't want butter on yours?
No. It ruins it.
This is the ones with nuts. What do you think of that?
I don't know, you just have to keep trying. It might take a while for me to make my decision.
You gotta eat half the loaf. You better take the loaf home.
I better take a lot of little home, yeah.
And then you'll decide
Yeah.
after it's all gone. Got to have
That's
butter.
really good.
Mr. Wayna,
You're not going home.
do you guys want to try a piece?
You want a piece?
Oh, come on. You gotta say,
Do you, Tara?
friends!
I'm not being on video.
You don't have to be on video.
Oh, okay.
Turn it on, Elijah's coming.
Aw. Do you want butter on it?
Give him
Sure.
that sexy,
Be like,
deep voice.
no, he'll be creepy.
Oh, give him the creepy smile.
Like he does in his pictures.
Renee tried to make me smile one day and it,
Elijah
She
does
says-
that.
oh my God,
Thank you.
quit smiling.
We're all in front of Elijah. You would like to smell good, Elijah?
Who else wants to try a piece?
You want to try it? You don't have to be on video. You don't want any.
Okay, and you don't? Or, okay. All right, I'm going to try a piece.
How is it, Tracy? Is that delicious?
She's
It
gonna.
is. I might have to take the rest of the loaf down. Make sure I really like it though. I'll be able to answer tomorrow.
Well, you hear that, friends.
She usually says it's terrible and I can't serve it to nobody, so she better take it home.
Yeah. I better take the rest home though, so I can savor it and see just how good it is.
Oh, friends, take a look at this beautiful bread that I pulled out of the oven. Isn't that gorgeous? I just give it a light buttering. Beautiful, hey? That's gonna be nice in the market stand. And everybody likes the banana bread. I always gotta have one loaf for them to taste test. And little Miss Tracy's always gotta say, I need to take it home because I'm not sure if I like it or not. Because she wants the whole loaf. Beautiful. Cinnamon pull-apart bread. Got a light behind me. There. My cinnamon pull-apart bread is in the oven. It's got to go 30 minutes. Everything is done. That's the last of it. So then after it cools this evening, I can get it all packaged and ready to go out for the morning to start the weekend. And that'll probably be gone by Saturday night. So anyway, friends, I'm going to go for now. I only got that little 4 loaves of my cinnamon pull-apart bread in the oven, and then I'm done. I've got other things to do. You're going to see the chicken video next, probably in the next couple days. I'll have that out because we're going to do chicken strips, chicken nuggets, and we're going to do fried chicken for the freezer. So you all have a wonderful day, and thanks for hanging out with me.